Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to TruthWave. Welcome to my space. I'm your host, Victor. Thank you so much for stopping by on this SunRISE session to get your early dose of MetaZen, because our MetaZen is the best medicine. Woo. Slept kind of hard last night. Stayed up a little late keeping tabs on all the drone activity up in New Jersey. I have a couple friends up there, so it was really interesting to see their firsthand accounts, and I get these messages saying, "Oh, one's flying over my house right now," stuff like that. Interesting times we live in, and I'm just kind of surprised on some level why is our government not saying anything about this? And what that leads me to conclude, and probably you as well, is that they're doing something with it, or it's a government program. I even floated the idea that it could be some big marketing thing. However, I'm not sure I'd want to be involved in a marketing effort that flies stuff over active military bases. That's a good way to get in trouble. A lot of trouble and a lot of attention. Not good attention, I don't think. All right, let's get over to our practice. And as many of you know, if you're here for your first time, these are the three types of energies we utilize within our meditation that will begin at the top of the hour in about 6 minutes. And I'm sending one of these energies out to you right now. And we do this practice each day because, yes, I have successfully done this, and people in the chat have successfully done this. I've even done even more successfully, but right now we're working on one of these energies. Which one of these energies am I sending right now? Which one? What does it feel like? What does the symbol look like? What does it smell like? Yeah. Just take a moment. Quiet yourself. I do realize that early in the day is one of those times where it's difficult to quiet ourselves. It's difficult because a lot of times we're running from thing to thing to thing to thing. And if that's the case, if you start your day off that way, start your day off with some Mother Gaia. Just reach out to Mother Gaia. Reach out to that node, pull in some of that awesome energy, and ground yourself. It'll make that chaotic situation or that chaotic day, that experience, far more palatable. Probably feel some calm come over you. You'll feel grounded. You'll feel present. And I'm not saying just because I'm elaborating on it, it's not necessarily the energy that I'm sending. So keep that in mind. So much stuff going on. It's quite remarkable, the time we live in. We've had so much change going on, so much change in our lives, so much change, at least in this country. So much change going on. Yeah, so let me send this energy one more time before I get over to talk about the meditation for a minute. There we go. And if you're new here, I do reveal the energy that I sent at the end of the meditation. So stick around. Or if not, you can come back after and do the replay and come back and check. It'll be right probably in the last minute or two of the meditation. I'll do the reveal. Now, if you look at your screen, you see a large gold ring on the screen. That represents our unity consciousness sphere, as I mentioned in the meditation. And that's made up of our energy. Okay. So this unity consciousness sphere, or lattice, right? It's where all of our consciousnesses reside, and it not only protects us because we protect one another, but it also powers us as we do power one another. All right. So there's an energy there that's created by us coming together, by us unifying under certain goals, and that's energy that we can utilize throughout our day. All right, and then we have the 3 choice nodes. Getting some cat energy too right away. That's awesome. As you may see the tail go by. Nice cat energy is always welcome. All right, we have 3 choice nodes: truth, peace, and joy. We call these choice nodes, because right when you get up, right when you get out of bed, you can set your intention. You can set your intention for the day. Hey, I'm going to walk my talk today. Live in my truth. Walk my talk. Well, what is my talk? Well, I just centered myself in love. I centered myself in joy and peace. So that's going to be my truth. That's going to be my truth that I walk throughout the day today. All right. Then you have the 3 power nodes. Father Sky is that celestial ether energy that we looked at on the previous screen. It's all around us. All right. All around us, everywhere. This is energy that we can utilize. We can transform, or let's say we can change that energy. We can transmogrify. Love to use that word. And thanks to Calvin and Hobbes, a very famous cartoon that was out many years ago. I think he's still pretty popular, but that's where I learned the word transmogrify. So something to be said for that. Also, we have Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia is that wonderful womb of the planet energy. It's our grounded energy, and it's right there for our utilization every minute of every day. And then love. Love is kind of a hybrid. Love, we've been talking about love a lot lately, which, hey, the more we can talk about love and spread that message, it's beautiful in its own right. So, but with love's kind of a hybrid, as I say, because it is a choice in most regards. Although I would say agape love is a choice. Romantic love is not always a choice. So I think if you've experienced either of them, which you probably have, then you probably understand what I'm saying. But love is also the most powerful force in the universe. And some people would say arguably, it is arguably now because of that study that came out last year or something about authenticity being the most powerful force. Well, I think it comes down to peas and carrots. Like I said, it's peas and carrots, because you have to, in order to have authenticity, you have to have unconditional love going on. So, yes. And to the message that was just sent to me, yes, it is very cold here. Very cold here. 22 degrees. I actually have a space heater on next to me. I'm kind of bundled up. There you have it. All right, let's get comfortable. It's that time. Let's get over to our meditation room. You're going to hear a loud sound that clears our energy. We'll clear our energy and then put up protection and get started. Archangel Michael and Spirit Guides, please put a sphere of love and light around each and every one of us, and only let that which serves our higher good enter. So it is. Once again, we find ourselves floating above our planet. We're in bliss. We're not hungry. We're not thirsty. We have no needs. No needs other than reaching out and filling ourselves with wonderful energy, sending wonderful intention down to our planet. We're very present right now, present in what we're about to do. And if you notice on the planet's surface beneath us, you see a nice green energy blanketed over our planet. You quickly realize that is our previous intention from yesterday, from both sessions. Still, that intention still persists and will persist until we renew it momentarily. At the northern hemisphere of our planet, up on the northern pole, you'll see our Mother Gaia node with her feet firmly planted in the soil, deeply into the soil of the planet. And up above, floating above Mother Gaia node, you see a golden pyramid with a curious diamond cap. Up above that pyramid, you see floating Father Sky node, which represents that wonderful celestial ether energy that is all around us for our utilization. Now look around to the left and the right, and you'll see that we're encapsulated in a large golden sphere, a translucent sphere The sphere represents our unity consciousness that not only powers us, but protects us. Now look at the 3 horizontal points of our golden pyramid. On point 1, you'll see peace. On 2, you'll see joy. On 3, you'll see truth. Now look within that golden pyramid. Within that golden pyramid, you'll see the love node. The love node wraps up all of our intention that we send into it, into the golden pyramid, wraps it up in love, and then pushes it up into our diamond cap. Now let's look down in our heart space. Look down in your heart space and you'll see a spark of energy. A spark of energy that's hungry for more. We'll be adding to that spark momentarily. Now let's reach out to all the beings here right now. Even if you're on the replay, just reach out to all of us. If you've been here before and connecting again, it's just that much easier to connect to all of your friends here. Just reach out. Let's get in our hand circle. And you'll feel energy coming in your right hand, swirling around your body a bit and exiting your left. Now look around this hand circle and see all the wonderful smiling faces smiling back at you. Just stretch that mouth to your ears. And as soon as you get that smile on your face, you'll begin to feel joy in your heart. It's an instant way to bring joy into your heart and into your body. Now let's take three nice deep breaths in through our nose, hold for a moment, exhale through our mouths. Two. 3. Very good. Now look down in your heart space once again, my friends. What was once a small spark of energy has now grown into a very large ball. A large ball slowly spinning to the right, but getting larger and larger each second. Larger and larger each second. It's almost up to our shoulders and down to our knees. Filling our body with this healing, cleansing, bright white light. It's almost down to our fingertips, down to our toes, up to the top of our head. Now we're fully engulfed in this wonderful healing, cleansing light. And at this time, you see a tube grow out of your back. Out of your back, it grows out until it pierces the unity consciousness sphere. And through this transparent tube, you see some dark green material flowing through. This dark green material represents any dis-ease you may have in your bodies. It represents any fear, any anxiety, any distrust, any hate. Just let it go. Just let it go down this tube. And you can see this dark green material flowing out, flowing down our transparent tube and being deposited on the other side of the unity consciousness sphere, where it's collecting. To set with this, be present in this moment and let this healing, cleansing light flush your body of anything not serving your higher or lower good. Just let it go down that tube. Let it flow. And notice that tube is getting clearer and clearer each second. Each second that passes, the tube gets clearer. It is nearly filled with bright, healing, white light. A couple more seconds now. Go ahead and collapse that tube as you are cleansed and you are healed. Now look over at that glob of muck and gunk, that dark green material we pushed out of our bodies. Look at it. Now see it break into a fine mist and shoot off into every direction, never to be experienced by another human ever again. Very good. Now let's come back to our light bodies. Let's get in our hand circle and look around. Look around at all the wonderful light beings here. You can no longer see their faces, as now you are seeing them in their purest of forms and their light bodies. Set with the beauty of this moment. Set with the beauty of seeing one another in our purest forms. Very good. Now let's connect to all the nodes, regardless if you're on this node for this session. Connect to all of them so you may have access to the energy that they bring, to the intention they represent. And connecting to unity consciousness, connecting to Mother Gaia, connecting to Father Sky, connecting to peace, connecting to joy, connecting to truth, and finally, connecting to love. Now that we're all connected, let's begin pushing our intention into the golden pyramid. If you're not actively on a node, just push your positive intention, as this intention is what we're sending down to the planet below. Share what you will with our fellow beings. And as we send this energy, you immediately notice that diamond cap at the top is growing brighter and brighter blue. Very good. Brighter and brighter blue. On the count of pulse, we'll send our first of 3 waves of intention down to our planet below. Help me blow it down during our exhale that's coming up. 1, 2, deep breath. Pulse. Releasing from our diamond cap and flowing down every side of our golden pyramid. Our blue wave of intention flows down, fully engulfs Mother Gaia node and everyone on that node, and spreads in every direction over our planet, spreading and overtaking the previous energy, the previous green energy from yesterday, overtaking this energy and adding it to itself, strengthening it. Energy is never wasted, my friends. Now this wave is flowing down, overtaking more and more of our previous intention, flowing down and crossing over itself on the southern hemisphere. Take a moment and see this wonderful event in your mind's eye. See this wave of intention, this wave of love, of peace, of joy, of truth, of unity. It's working its way back up north past the equator and covering all of the northern hemisphere in this nice blue energy, this nice truth wave of wonderful intention. Now this wave is reaching the feet of Mother Gaia node. Or ask all of you on this node to push this excess energy up, back up into the golden pyramid above. Very good. And almost immediately we begin to see that diamond cap grow ever brighter and brighter blue. Let's jump in our hand circle real quick and reaffirm our connection with one another. Very good. Just reach out. Reach out and see all the light beings here, and let this energy flow into your right hand, swirl around your body, and exit your left. Very good. Now just mentally reaffirm your connection with all the nodes. If you need to take a peek at the screen, even though your eyes should be closed, just do so if you don't have them memorized. Very good. And you see that diamond cap growing brighter and brighter blue as we reaffirm our connections with one another and all the nodes. Now let's begin pushing our intention into the golden pyramid. On the count of pulse, we'll send our second wave. 1, 2, deep breath. Pulse. Spreading from the feet of Mother Gaia node in every direction. Our second beautiful truth wave, our blue wave of intention, of love, of peace, of joy, spreads in every direction. Now's the time when we realize we take a moment and think about all of the beings that are being impacted by this energy right now. Thousands and thousands of our fellow beings are finding this energy, this intention that we don't push this on them. We simply make it available. We infuse all the area around them and our positive intention. All the ether energy, all the grounded energy, all the unity energy is all being infused over the planet's surface with our loving intention, our intention of peace, of joy, of truth, of love. Now this wave is crossing over itself on the southern hemisphere and working its way back up to the equator, where thousands and thousands more. Each time we send one of these waves, thousands of our fellow beings are finding it because they are out there seeking. They are seeking something other than what they live each day. They're looking for joy. They're looking for love. They're looking for peace. And when they make that decision to look, they will find our energy there, our intention ready to help them. Now the second wave is closing in on the feet of Mother Gaia node once again. Once again, I ask all of you on this node to take this excess energy and push it back up into our golden pyramid above. Very good. And see through your closed eyes that blue energy shining from that diamond cap. Let's get in our hand circle once again. Get in our circle, holding our hands. Just appreciate all of the people here, all the beings here right now taking part in this wonderful event. Look around and appreciate the light beings, the beauty of them, seeing them in their most purest of forms. Now let's reaffirm our connection to all the nodes as I say them aloud. Unity consciousness, Mother Gaia, Father Sky, peace, truth, joy, and love. Very good. Very good. Let's begin pushing our intention once again into the golden pyramid and see that diamond cap grow brighter and brighter blue as we push more and more energy and intention. It gets brighter and brighter blue. This will be our last third of intention that we blanket our planet with. It will remain until we come back and renew it later. On the count of pulse. 1, 2, deep breath. Pulse. Flowing down after releasing from our diamond cap. A beautiful blue wave of intention flows down each side of the golden pyramid, down until it engulfs Mother Gaia node and everyone on this node and spreads in every direction over the planet's surface, down the northern hemisphere, leaving a pixie dust trail, a blue pixie dust trail of energy in its wake. Now this wave's coming down the southern hemisphere and crossing over itself, working its way back up, thickening this blue pixie dust trail, adding more and more energy to it. This pixie dust intention that will remain until we renew it later. In the effort of any of our beings, anyone right now, looking for joy, looking for a reason to have peace, looking for love, being tested right now, where they have a choice. They have a choice, whether it's love or fear, and that our intention may guide them to love. Now this wave is closing in on the feet of Mother Gaia node, where I ask all of you on this node to store some of this excess energy in your sacral chakra, in your belly, your tummy, for your personal use later. And then to send the rest of this excess energy up to all the node holders and participants above, so that they may do the same. Very good. Now please cross your arms. Put your arms across your chest and grab your shoulders. Give yourself a nice loving embrace, wonderful squeeze. Very good. And just sit with yourself for a moment and just love on yourself. Very good. Very good. Now let's take 3 nice deep breaths. 3 nice deep breaths on our third breath. Our third exhale will release this wonderful embrace that we're experiencing. 1. 2. 3. Release. Let's get in our hand circle once again, my friends. Just enjoy it for a few more moments. A few more moments. Enjoy this wonderful connection with our fellow beings. Very good. Now let's release those hands that we've held on to for the last 15 minutes. Just release them and begin pulling your energy back. Pull your energy back. What would like to come back? Just pull it back from your friends. Pull it back from the nodes. Nice and gentle. Very good. Start wiggling your fingers and your toes and move your body around a little bit. Yes. And when you're ready, open your eyes and return. Whew. Good stuff. It's like watching rocket launches. You know, you never get tired. It never gets old. All right, so the energy I sent earlier at the beginning of the stream is unity consciousness. Unity consciousness energy. And I will ask you all throughout the day, all right, if you are feeling tired, pull Father Sky, all right? If you're feeling lonely, connect with unity consciousness, all right? If you're feeling scattered and all over the place, ground yourself with Mother Gaia energy. Yeah, it works. You just did it. You just did it. Heck yeah. All right, there's our fan of rocket launches there too. I knew we had some space people here. Hashtag Team Space. Until tonight, my friends, I'm wishing each and every one of you a day full of love, peace, and joy, of freaking living your truth, walking your talk, being in charge of your reaction to every given situation. Until tonight, my friends, namaste. Hey, well done, Bath crew. Serena, you got it again. Awesome. Awesome. Until tonight, my friends.